Hello and welcome back to Where Next Adventures. We've finished our stay here at the Airbnb that we stopped at in Herefordshire, and we thought we'd give you a little rundown on what we thought of our stay over a Christmas break.
So let's start off with getting here. Getting here is pretty easy. You go along, is it a B road?
Yeah, it's just off for a little B road which is close to the A40.
Basically follow signs to Simmons Yacht Rock, and then just before you turn down the main road to get to that place, you just turn left.
Yeah, and then the instructions provided by the host were really straightforward, easy to follow. We got here fine and all right. So after following the instructions that the Airbnb host gave us, we walked through a courtyard area, which in the summer would probably be nice to sit out in. When we arrived, it was quite blustery and windy, so it wasn't something we were going to do. But there's a nice little seating area there.
And then you've obviously got the key box where they give you a code. So they did actually say hello to us and introduce themselves, which was nice, but it is very hands off. But yeah, you get given a code and then you go to the door, and obviously it's an upstairs Airbnb. It's above a garage or a barn, but it's newly converted by the looks of it.
Yeah, and I don't think like it's a barn or a garage that they use on a regular basis, because we didn't hear them go in there.
On first impressions into the property, it's definitely got some character, and it also has a lot of art pieces and character really, and decor, but it all goes together really well. And even from the entrance up the stairs is wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of attention to detail as you walk around. A few Christmas decorations had also been put up, seeing as though it was a Christmas break for us.
So obviously we've got a double bed. I think it's a queen, or is it a double?
I think it's just a double.
A double. It's like a memory foam mattress. Now beds are very subjective. Like it depends on the person. For me personally, it was like not the type of bed I'm used to, so I wouldn't have rated it super high. It had enough coat hangers, had enough storage space to put your suitcase and everything, which is also important in these Airbnbs, because a lot of the time when you come here, you are not just coming as if you're in a hotel, you are coming with other stuff. Then you have the living room area, which you have a huge TV, which we like to add was Super HD.
Yeah.
Super HD. And then also Wi-Fi, that was free. Now we are in the middle of nowhere, so Wi-Fi is always not going to be fibre. It's not going to be super fast, but most of the time the people that come here, not on holiday breaks, you're probably going for a walk anyway. So you're probably not going to utilise the internet as much. Yeah. And if you are coming here for work, it will have to be very light internet work.
Yeah.
Because it's not the fastest, because I think it's like a SIM card situation. But the TV had everything. It was all logged in, all different channels. It's not satellite, but it's streaming. So there's apps like YouTube, iPlayer and so on, and they're already logged in, so you don't need to even log in. You can go on anything because the hosts have already logged in for you.
It's just that you have to remember you're in the countryside, so it probably will drop out here and there, which we're used to anyway.
The kitchen area has everything you need, all the utensils. We actually brought things with us just in case, but we didn't need to.
Because we've stayed at Airbnbs before where we've decided to cook a certain meal and then we've gone, oh, we don't have a potato peeler or we don't have a masher or whatever it might be. So we brought our own, but we didn't need to because it was all here.
Yeah, so all the plates, bowls, pots, pans, anything that you need, it was here. There was even a microwave, which we didn't think there was going to be a microwave, but there was. We managed to cook fine using the oven and the hob area, which I don't think a lot of people who come just for the weekend probably cook very much. And yeah, it had a fridge freezer. It's got everything that you need. There was even a fan, Hoover, you name it, it was here. Heating in the whole property is controlled by you, which is great, and they heat up extremely fast. I presume they are gas heaters.
Yeah.
But yeah, very, very good, brand new. So there's one in the living room and one in the bedroom. There is a small towel radiator in the bathroom, but the bathroom is the coldest room in the whole property, which is not necessarily an issue if you leave the door open. So just talking regarding heat though, on the first evening I did use the bath, which I like to add is huge, is absolutely huge, and they left us some bath salts. I forgot to bring some bits with me, so I utilised what they had left for us to use. My only problem with the bath was the water. There was not enough hot water to fill the bath because the bath itself is just so deep and huge. And it was really, really hot to start with, and obviously you adjust it to make sure that the bath is not too hot. And by a quarter way up, the water just wasn't hot enough. So I did manage to have a bath, but it just wasn't as deep as I probably would have liked it. So that's something that's not an Airbnb error, because I think if I went to the host, they could have sorted that for me. But it is something to just keep in mind. It's a huge bath, and you might need to do it in 2 parts, fill it halfway, let the boiler work a little bit, and then put some more in. But the shower itself is very much like our own shower at home.
Exactly the same.
Exactly the same. Good pressure, very good water pressure, which you wouldn't expect here. I don't think you would expect it. But when you're having a shower and washing up, it was hot enough and great.
And also you've got obviously the sink facilities, things like that, and
light up mirror.
Yeah, I was just about to say the attention for detail. They've clearly put the time, money, and effort in, because the mirror does light up. So in a way, obviously that's good for what it's useful for. But if you need to get up in the night as well, you can always just put that on and not shine a huge amount of light into the sleeping area. And
then just general sleep. There was no noise really. We didn't hear anything from. There is a working farm behind us, but we didn't hear anything. I mean, it is Christmas, so it may normally be a bit loud. I don't know, but the main road itself, you can't hear from here because there's enough trees blocking it. In general, it's been very, very quiet, very quiet. But yeah, totally would recommend here, especially if you are a walker, because there's lots of walks you can do, not just the one that we've done. There's loads you can do. It's very easy to get into places from here. The hosts are, from what we've met and spoke to, are very, very friendly, and everything here is what you need it to be. You don't really need to bring anything but yourselves.
You can come here to switch off for a few days. You can come here at Campsite for walking. But if you do forget something, it's kind of one of those perfect Airbnbs in that you feel like you're in the middle of nowhere, but actually you're only about 15 minutes away from the nearest town. It's ideally located off the main road, but not a mile, 2 miles down a narrow lane with high hedges where you can't see anything. So it's really well located. Overall, I'd definitely come back and stay again, would you? Yeah, I definitely would come back, and I'd recommend it to other people as well. It was a good value for money at the time of year we've come. We've obviously stayed for 4 nights.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's been exactly what we wanted, exactly what we needed for this time of year.
So I'll leave in the description a link to this particular Airbnb, just in case you do want to come and stay here. And you've seen it all in its glory.
So to summarise then, our stay cost £444.38, which works out at £111.10 per night. Within that, each night cost £95, and there was an Airbnb service charge, which was £64.38. We booked our stay about a month in advance of going. We'll be doing more Airbnb stays in the future. We've got lots of different things lined up for 2025, so expect to see more of these types of reviews, and let us know if you've got any good Airbnbs that you know of in this area, because I don't know about you, but I really like the Wye Valley, Herefordshire area. It's close enough to where we live to be able to get away, and we'd love to know if you've got any good recommended stays that we could stop at in the future. We'll wrap that up here for today, and we'll see you on our next adventure.
Bye.
Bye for now.